Before the break, I did 2 videos on why and how to become a nurse in the Bahamas. But in today's video, we explore how to also get jobs after you have finally become a nurse in the Bahamas. Before we do that, I will address some frequently asked questions, concerns raised, and some points I left out in my previous video. So if today is your first time, kindly subscribe to the channel because this year we explore so many easy pathways for nurses. I already have a video coming up where I'll talk about this European country looking out for nurses, and they don't care whether you are a diploma nurse or a degree nurse. All they need from you is to be able to speak English, and they do not require IELTS, CBT, Nclex, TOEFL, or any other exam from you. You are not going to write any exam during the entire process. All you have to do is to prove that you are a nurse, pay your registration fees. Now, if you are looking for this together with conferences, job opportunities, and other interesting content, subscribe to the channel. My name is Manuel. Just fire up. Now let's start with a question that has been frequently asked. Before we start, let me say this. I'm not a travel expert. All the information that I give on this channel from the first content up till now are based on online researches and my personal experiences. Some of them might not be exact as it is given. So after everything, just go on, get the key information, go and do your own research so that you decide on whether you have to embark on these opportunities yourself. Now let's start with the first question. It says that, how do I make payment? Now in my first video, I had already sent an email asking about the mode of payment, but I didn't get a quick response, so I did not mention it in my videos. Now, before you make any payment, you have to get someone who is already in Bahamas to go to the NMC to make the payment on your behalf, and this is $170. And not long ago, we also got a feedback from the NMC that you can also make a money order instead of getting someone to make payment for you. All that you have to do is to go to your bankers or your post office, whichever is applicable, tell them that you want to do a money order to the Nurses and Midwifery Council in Bahamas, and that's all that you need. You need the NMC Council's name, their address, their details, and you do the money order. And these are the only 2 approved ways where you can get your payment through. And make sure that you do not pay monies to anyone you do not know. Do not pay money to anyone on the Telegram community saying that they live in Bahamas and they can do the payment for you. Please, if you do that, you do that at your own risk. Now let's go on to the second question. Where will the form be posted to? All right, so as I said earlier, you know, when you get the form, the address of the Bahamas NMC is already on the form. So I think it makes sense to send the same completed forms to the same address, and I promise you that it will not get lost. So don't be afraid, send it to the same address as stated on the form. And the third question is, will I post my transcript? So in my second video, I stated clearly that you have to let your school do the posting on your behalf. Please do not post the transcript. Liaise with the school and ask them to send your transcript on your behalf through a courier service. And let's go on to another question. Are there any age limit? There is no age limit in registering with any Nursing and Midwifery Council. Now let's look at another question that kept coming through, and this question says that, will the contract be the same for everyone? So when it comes to contract issues, each person can have their own contract. It can even depend on a lot of factors. It depends on the time that you are recruited, even the government in power, or the new rules that have been instituted, or whether you are recruited into a public hospital or a private hospital. All of these can affect your contract. So I won't say that the contracts are going to be the same, but what I can say is that you can enjoy some same general benefit. So for example, if you're in a country where you do not pay tax, you're not going to pay tax whether you work in a private hospital or whether you work in a public hospital. Now another question that kept coming through was from midwives, and they wanted to know whether they have chances of working in Bahamas. And all that I can say is that I don't have an answer for that, but all I know is that midwives, public health nurses, and other specialty nurses are not in demand in most countries. So you see that most countries are in demand of nurses, but they will not be looking out for midwives. It's up to you. If you want to work in the Bahamas, you have to ask their NMC if they are able to register you. You also have to go through another struggle of getting a job as a midwife or as a public health nurse or whichever area that you find yourself. All that I know is that general nurses or med-surg nurses are in demand in most countries, and they are the people that they are always sought after. Now let's go on to another question that came through, and someone asked, is it for Ghanaians only? And the answer is no, and it's just with any nurses and midwifery council all over the world. Anyone can apply, but the most important thing is that after you have applied or after you've gotten your PIN, are you going to get the job that you need? So every person can apply. It's not only limited to Ghanaians. So yeah, if you want to apply, just go ahead. And someone also asked, have you been to Bahamas before? No, I haven't been to Bahamas before. And let's look at another question. Someone wanted to know about the cost of living in Bahamas, and I did some searches here, and this is what I came up with. According to Nambio, they said that the cost of living in Bahamas is on the average 29.1% higher than that of the United States. So this means that the cost of living in Bahamas is on the higher side. And they also went further to say that rent is approximately 13.2% higher in Bahamas than that of the United States. So this means that this is very high. So those of you who want to know about the cost of living in Bahamas, it's on the higher side. And I do understand, because it's just a holiday destination and people definitely raise figures when it comes to rent, food, and other commodities. Now let's look at some of the comments that people also posted under these two videos. And someone posted that you block people chance with this video, and they didn't go ahead to explain what they mean by that. All that I'm doing is to let people know how the nursing processes in different countries goes about. I'm not trying to sabotage anyone's chances or trying to do something that will hinder the progress of any nurse at all. So I asked Pendila, who has been answering most of the messages, not to delete any message that will be posted under the comment section, and she also answered every message that came through our Telegram community. And as I always keep saying, these are my own research, and before you jump into anything, make sure that you do your own researches before you try any conference or pathway or jobs or anything that we post on this platform. Please do your own search before you jump in. Now that we have addressed the frequently asked questions out of the way, let's jump on to how to get a job in the Bahamas as an international applicant. Now, before everyone gets a job, they have to get a very good CV and a cover letter or a personal statement. And if you don't know how to go about this, I've already done a video on how to generate a very good supporting statement and a CV to apply for jobs using ChatGPT, and I'm going to leave this in the description so that you can watch that video and generate a CV and also a cover letter for yourself, so that you can use it to apply for jobs in whichever country or area that you want to. Now, the first thing that we have to do in order to get jobs in Bahamas is to review job opportunities, and this includes us visiting online job portals, healthcare organization websites, and professional networks to find nursing jobs in the Bahamas. So we have to look at the position that is going to match our experience, and we are going to apply for it. The second thing we are going to do is to review the job requirement. For example, if the post that is listed is looking for a midwifery nurse, we are not going to apply for it if you are a general nurse or if you are a med-surg. So we are going to put that into memory, and we are going to make sure that the job requirements that we will be looking for take note of our specific qualifications and experience, so that we do not waste our time in applying for a job that we are not eligible. Now, the third point is we are going to tailor our CV to make sure that we highlight on our experiences and make sure that it matches the job description before we apply. And to do this, we are going to write a very compelling cover letter and emphasize our interest in why we want this job position. And also, we are going to align our skills with the needs of the employer. Now, without wasting much time and putting all this information into practice, we are going to go online and we are going to visit some public hospitals in the Bahamas, and we go on to some private hospital in the Bahamas as well. And we are also going to go to some third-party agencies website where we can also find nursing jobs in the Bahamas to apply. Now, we have to know that in Bahamas, we have the government hospitals and the private hospitals. And when it comes to the public hospitals, we have the Princess Margaret Hospital, which is the largest government hospital in Bahamas. So if you want a job from Princess Margaret Hospital, all you have to do is to go onto their website, go onto their career section, and if they have any jobs, it will be listed there. But before this video, I went there and I saw that their website is under maintenance. So in the future, you can go onto their website and look for jobs in their career section. Now we are going to go into the private hospital and we go into the doctor's hospital and try this at their career portal. So you go into your Google search bar once again and you're going to type doctor's hospital in Bahamas. Yes. So they have a lot of hospitals in Bahamas. They are not much, but you can go on to Google and search for hospitals in Bahamas, and they're going to give you a list of hospitals in Bahamas. Now when it opens up like this, you're going to click on their career section, and this is the doctor's hospital, how their career section looks like. So if you come on here, it says that human resource. So if you want any information with regards to job vacancies, you can email the HR at doctorshospitals.com. and when you scroll down here, it says that Doctor Hospital is the leading provider of private healthcare in Bahamas, and we have a team more than 500 professionals who work together to provide our patients with the best quality healthcare. And it says that we have many type of careers available at the doctor's hospital. Click here to search for current job vacancies or click below to apply now. So let's click here and see what happens. So if you click here, they are going to put the current job vacancies in here, and you can go here and filter in the search and to see if any of the jobs that you are looking for is in. And as at now, they have a trained clinical nurse, they have a maternity registered nurse, and you have to know that these may be listed here, but it is up to them to decide whether they are recruiting from overseas and whether they are willing to sponsor individuals into the country. And it says that if you do not see any option available, click here to upload your resume. So you have to click here. When it opens up like this, you're going to register with them and you're going to select your country and you are going to include your resume in here. Now this is one way that you can secure jobs with a public hospital and also with a private hospital like the doctor's hospital in Bahamas. Now let's go on to third-party website like orawu.com. So once again, you go onto your Google search bar and type www.orawu.com, just like that. So when it opens up like this is a third-party website, and you will go on to find a job. So you click on find a job. And when you click on find a job, it says that getting hired for cross-border jobs is now easy with Orawu. Our cutting-edge HR technology matches our profile and desires with the most fitting positions in Singapore, Denmark, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, Ireland, Bahamas, UK, Netherlands, and so on. So we are going to look for a job. So we are going to click on jobs and you click on the country, and we will scroll down here and we click on Bahamas. And when it opens up like this, we are going to select the industry that we want. So we go to healthcare and nursing, and that is it. So if you click on healthcare and nursing, immediately they will give you this prompt which says that we are currently seeking compassionate and qualified nurses and healthcare givers to join our team. So they are recruiting for a company in Bahamas. We are not sure of what the company is, but it says that the location is in Nassau and the requirement is diploma or degree in nursing from accredited institution. And of course, you have to get your PIN to put you in a very good position to secure this job. And the job profile they are looking for is a nurse and also a caregiver, and the job type is a full-time, and the salary is 250,000 to 350,000 rupees per month. So this means that this is an Indian company doing the recruitment, and when you convert the salary into dollars, this is roughly around $2,925 to $4,095, and they'll give you a training for a month, and they have 89 vacancies that they are looking for, and the visas will be provided by the company, and you'll be given food and accommodation. Air tickets will be provided by the company. Medical insurance, commuting to the job will also be provided by the company, and the minimum level of qualification is a bachelor's degree. So yes, so they want people with only a bachelor's degree to apply. And they also want individuals who can speak English well, and they are accepting international applicants as well. So guys, if this is something that you are looking at, you can also come here and try your luck with orawu.com, and note that you're not going to pay any amount of fee to any agent during the process of applying for jobs. Now the next one we'll be looking at is the imsrecruitment.com. This is also a third-party recruitment agency that recruits jobs overseas to Bahamas. So if you go onto their website, this is how it opens up, and it says that your answer to healthcare recruitment, dedicated experience and trusted to find roles for medical professionals and recruit talent for healthcare clients worldwide. So if you are looking for any vacancy, just click on the vacancies search in here. So we are going to filter in by region, and you are going to say we are looking for job in the Caribbean, and you scroll down again and we are going to click on nurse or a midwife, and yes. So after that, the only job available here for someone in the Caribbean is a midwife vacancies in Turks and Caicos Island. So this is not what we are looking for, but you have to keep on coming on to this website to search whether they have vacancies for nurses in the Bahamas. Now if you scroll down again, you will see their email address there, which is info@imsrecruitment.com. These people specializes in recruiting for hospitals in the Caribbean countries, so you can also get in touch with them, ask them if they have any vacancies available that you can apply to. Now let's look at the last website that you can also go and search for nursing jobs in the Bahamas. If you go onto your search bar, you type jobseekers.bahamas, and this should take you to their website. So you're going to see this Bahamas Online Skill Bank. So this is kind of the official skill bank for anyone who wants to find a job in Bahamas. You are going to click on this session, and if you are looking for work, you are going to type on the I'm looking for work bar here, and you are going to filter in the search of the type of job that you are looking for, and you can even filter it by the state or the island that you are looking for. And for example, if you are looking for a nurse role, you type in nurse role here, and you are going to search for the nurse roles that is available here, and these are the nurse roles that are available in island state. So this is what you have to do. You have to be doing this in all of these locations. If you want some in Bimini, you are going to do the same thing. You are going to click on search, and if there is any, you are going to see it here. If there is none, you have to keep on searching all the time. I know that this is not a very easy thing to do, and you have to know that getting a job in Bahamas is very, very difficult, as most of these recruitment do not happen directly. Now that we've gone through some of the websites that you can find nursing jobs in Bahamas, know that Bahamas is a very small country. Now the census in 2023 put Bahamas at a population of 412,628. And this means that they do not have a lot of hospitals and health centers to recruit more applicants at a time. Note that you'll be competing with native nurses and also fresh graduates from school. And also note that some of these vacancies will be filled quickly as they liaise with governments all over the world, like government in Ghana, to fill these job vacancies. It is very difficult for you as an individual to penetrate through their system, even though it can be possible, because I watched a video where a Nigerian nurse was saying how she was able to secure a job in Bahamas, but that was a long time ago. So it is still possible, but know that this is not going to come easily. And whilst you do this, you also have to stay abreast with information and health recruitment in Bahamas, so that you be on top of issues, you know what is trending, and you also have to tailor your CVs in such a way that you highlight that you have a pin in Bahamas, you highlight your skills, so that during these applications you will stand out from the rest. And my best bet is for you to stay in touch. If you have any friends in Bahamas, stay in touch with them, because most of them can also do the referrals for you. Because when I came to UK here, I have successfully referred 28 nurses from Ghana to come here to UK to work as nurses. So if I'm in a hospital where they are looking for nurses and I have a friend or I have a colleague who is also looking for a job, I can refer them easily. So if you have any friends, try to speak to them, liaise with them, tell them to help you to get your dream of working in the Bahamas become a reality. Because most hospitals will rather try to avoid going through recruitment agencies to fill vacancies, while they can rely on their staff to do referrals for them. Let me also tell you one possible thing that can happen. You can go through the registration process, get your PIN, get your license to work in the Bahamas, but it will be very difficult, or you may not even get a job in Bahamas at all. So I know that a lot of people are looking at this opportunity, but know that a lot of things can also happen behind closed doors, because there is government interference, and there's also a side where hospital policy can change over time. They can either decide to recruit more from overseas or depend on local nurses to fill up these spaces. So in as much as you want to work in Bahamas, do your searches well. Know that this is something that can also happen along the way, but it's okay. As a nurse, it's always good to have some registration with other nursing bodies. you never know what might happen in future. You might even have yourself in that place by accident or by whichever means, and you can also work there. Because as a nurse here in the UK, I still have my New Zealand pin, my US pin, and soon to have my Australian pin as well. But also, if you are also a nurse and you are not even looking at working in the Bahamas, you only want to go to Bahamas for holidays and you rather want to work in the US, why don't you register with tailoring Nclex Pro Solution for her to take you through the entire Nclex registration from start to finish, so that you can get your Nclex registered and done, and you can also go to the US to practice the nursing that you have always been looking for. Tailoring will take care of all your board registration, your CGFNS, now through merit registration, WES and ERES registration. Now that you have most of the information regarding working in Bahamas as a nurse, and also how you can also navigate to get your jobs, kindly subscribe to the channel and just be on the standby, because we are bringing you more of these locations. And the next related video about nursing pathway is going to be about this beautiful European country that is looking out for nurses all over the world. They don't want you to write IELTS, they won't even allow you to write Nclex, CBT or any exam at all. All they need from you is to show that you are a nurse, pay their registration fees and get your pin. My name is Manuel. Subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.